What's up, you guys? Solutions here. For those who don't know, I make a lot of WoW videos for World of Warcraft on my Rogue. And so I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online, of course, a Nightblade, like the thief class of the game, the ninja class. And I'm going to do a PvP review. And what I've been doing, what I've been getting into, the good, the bad, the ugly, what classes you should roll, this game in general, so an overall PvP Elder Scrolls Online review. Now I'd like to preface this whole conversation, or rant I'm going to have with you, that first of all, this is a new game. New MMO. Usually you hear new MMO or new RPG or any new online game is going to have a lot of problems at launch. So I've been playing pre-launch. You get early access. I've been playing since the first day of early access on this character. So it's about 35 days later. And it's definitely a grind. So, first of all, I'd like to preface my whole rant with saying that the PvP combat system and the talent system is good. It's rewarding. The combat system, the talent system is refreshing. It's rewarding. It's fun. It's cool. You know, I can't play a healer if on WoW as a thief or a rogue in other games, for example. I can't just start healing, but in Elder Scrolls Online, I could be a Nightblade and pick up a resto staff and start, messing with my skills and talents and start healing myself. So here's me, as you can see. So the build I'm using, as you can see, just the standard Nightblade build with 2 hands. So I got the critical charge, get some crit damage out, and this is going to do crit, a stun, life regen, and pretty much an assassinate, and another stun for my ultimate. So it's all this game is for people who haven't played. It's a, you can see 6 buttons there, and you can swap weapons. So it's 12 button PvP. That's it, 12 button PvP. There's not really many clutch things you can do outside of your 5-6 abilities. And so it leaves you with like a more of a Mongo game. Especially 1v1. It's just like who's got the better abilities, the more life gen and armor. And, of course, can do more damage. Playing a Nightblade is probably the most, what's the word? Squishiest class. I would say the Sorcerer is more squishy, but they have a lot more abilities. They can get them away, They can attack. For like melee in this game is just a big disappointment playing melee because you're going to die left and right. So as you can see, I'm rocking that 2-hand build, and I got a healer staff so I can heal myself. My homies. So that's the cool thing about being a Nightblade is I can stealth, I get more crit damage. I'm a Kahjitt, so I have benefits from, my racial. But as you can see, here's the stats. Here's the armor. If I want to wear any armor, I can. If I want to use any weapon, I can. And then I have my class Nightblade abilities. So basically all this game is a huge PvP Zerg. So I'm on Ariel's bow on Aldomeri Dominion, and there's a number of different campaigns. Let me just show you. So here's all the campaigns. As you can see here, you can main one and guess the other. But what's happening is, as you can see here, is that one faction usually just goes to dominate one while there's low numbers of other factions. It's so retarded. I mean, this is a Zerg PvP game, and there's no incentive to fight against other Zergs. I mean, another thing along those lines, this is a Zerg PvP game, so you will notice that this is the only place to PvP is this map. I'm currently right here, and from the time it takes me to go here to here, walk from the bottom of the map to the top of the map, I mean, it's probably going to take, on my horse, roughly 45 minutes to an hour. Like, it's a huge map. It's huge. I'm not sure the exact numbers on each faction. I mean, clearly, we're maxed out. So Aldomeri has max people here, but these people are like, don't want to join because they want to fight in a campaign they're already winning. So they're going to join some other campaign that all their team is dominating, which really gets no, it makes no interaction. So I'm going walking around for hours around here, finding no battles beyond a Zerg. So if you want to play by yourself in this game, you can't. You know, get ready to have a bad time. If you want to PvP, solo gank, I mean, you're going to have a bad time, you know? And you have to Zerg right now. You have to be in the Zerg. You have to be in the Zerg with all your group. And what I should be doing right now is type in looking for group in zone chat and get in a fat, full group, full 25-man or whatever it is group. So the way this game works, which is more emphasis on the Zerg, is that once you capture a tower, from any base, you can pretty much teleport to that tower as long as you're at, you know, a current base of yours that's connected. So there's no emphasis on small-scale fights. There's no competitive PvP whatsoever. There's no skill-based PvP whatsoever. There's no competitive ladder whatsoever. That's non-existent in this game. This is just a big Zerg fest, AoE, who's got the more gear, who's got the more people, PvP game. And these way shrines is what they're called, so you can teleport to the bases that you own. They just emphasize the Zerg. So once you die, you know, and your team is attacking here, you know, you're probably going to attack, you know, respawn at one of these two bases, as long as you own them. Whatever's the closest. So, of course, if you're trying to do ganking as an enemy, you're going to hang out near one of these popular keeps. But the thing is, you're going to see, you know, 10, 20 enemies flooding out at a time because this is all Zerg-based PvP. They're all going to go to where all their friends are. There are areas, as you see here, these are sky shards. You collect 3 of these in this game, and you're able to get an extra skill point, which is cool. It gives more endgame content, I believe. But still, you know, if I want to go gank people and camp people and get into like a small 2v1, you know, where I'm fighting 2 people by myself, you know, it makes sense to go hide inside, you know, an enemy's base in here, you know, at their sky shard, you know, maybe inside this solo dungeon, or just outside here. But, you know, which I'll show you, and we'll go over there, and I'll sit there for, you know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. You know, I'll sit in areas like this in the middle where they might be coming down to quest, and I won't find anything. You know, I won't even get one encounter. It's so frustrating. Compared to other games where I can just log on, go to an area where people are questing, where there's incentive for people to be there, enemies, and, you know, kill them in a 1v1 or a 1v2 environment. Or, you know, I could even log on to some arenas or battlegrounds and start getting into the action into a fair, you know, competitive fight. Not this game, though. So you come into Cyrodiil, this is what this continent is called, and or this portion of the map, and you just, you know, click a base to go to where you hopefully, you know, some enemies are there, you know, and hope you get an encounter. So what we're going to do is go to try to find that. I'm assuming, let's go to this one. No, let's go here because I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to Rayless. So I'm going to teleport to that base. I'm going to go see what's up. And I'm just going to show you how this game is like, you must be in a Zerg. You must be in the raid group. Like, if solo PvP is for you, you know, you like rolling a rogue in WoW, or a thief in Guild Wars, or whatever it may be, you like stealthing, this game's not for you. 100%. This is the Zerg PvP game, like, you know. So, a couple mechanics of the game is, being a Nightblade, or a thief, or a rogue, you would think that you'd have an advantage with control abilities, you know, stuns, lockdowns, disarms, roots, and stuff like that. You'd think you'd be superior because of how squishy you are as a melee class. But no. And you'd think that you would have an advantage with stealth. But no. You know, all you have is this ability, which is like a 2-second vanish. That's it. So as you can see, it looks like they're kind of grouping up outside of our base. And I'm just going to start heading in that direction. So another mechanic, which I was explaining, that usually rogues or thieves are exclusive to stealth. Not this game. Everybody has a sneak feature. So as you can see, I'm hidden. What that means is no one can see me from far away unless they're really close. So it looks like someone was trying to do some solo PvP and just got ganked, as you can see, by, 4 people. In this game, you're commonly going to be fighting 3 or more people. So keep in mind that it's rarely 1v1 or 1v2. It's usually 1v3 or 5 or 10 or a whole group. And, I'll be walking like this, and I could even walk into a fat group stealth or sneaking just like I am. So I'm going to see what's up with this guy. Maybe we can get a kill here. Looks like he's trying to hide. All right. So even that guy thought he was prime by being stealth. He ended up facing 2 people at once. Just because he's near a base. I was actually trying to fight him by myself, but whatever. See, like right here, there's not much I'm going to be able to do. I mean, I could bust out one of my sieges, which I have like a... Oh, that's another cool thing. There's like siege warfare in this game. I don't know if it's a cool thing, but it just emphasizes the point that this is a Zerg PvP game. So I can bust out like a trebuchet, a ballista, a catapult, a flaming oil pot. They say, the developers say it's to counter these Zergs, but that doesn't do enough damage to really hurt a Zerg group. I mean, sure, a grip of trebuchets and catapults will hurt a fat group, but if they got a good amount of healers and those same utilities as well, it's going to be a rough fight. So it's just Zerg versus Zerg, really. That's all this game comes down to at the moment. So they have released information saying the middle of this map is going to be like a PvP dungeon, but I don't know what to expect. So again, they're just ganking people right outside our keep here. So a lot of complaints I have about the game's PvP. If you see my health bars, I have stamina. Uh-oh, where'd it go? So I got the stamina is green, which is my cost for sneaking. And my health, of course, is red. And then my magic ability is the blue. All the scrolling battle text is an add-on. That's not part of this game. They force you to get add-ons for PvP for some information. There's no global cooldown. It's all animation based. So if I use an ability, I'm not going to be able to use that ability until the animation is done. But what people have figured out is that you can cancel abilities. So if I click my mouse, I'm attacking. Basic attacks. If I hold my mouse, there's a hard attack. So this has an animation, but I can cancel the animation by using an ability. So anything on my slot bar. So now I just attacked and stealthed, and it seemed instantaneously. So, and then what'll cancel an abilities, excuse me, an abilities, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what'll cancel those abilities animation is your interrupt. So you have an interrupt which does slight damage. So basically, if you time it right, you can hit people, cancel each animation, and hit people with 3 abilities nearly at once, and just keep spamming that. And you'll notice that's what I'm doing to higher level or any level, just to blow them up without a fight. Mainly because that's what this game's all about, So like I've been saying, I mean, it's really disappointing. This game's PvP. However, I mean, it's good for Zerg. It's a good Zerg game. If you're into the whole Zerg warfare, like, let's go fight potentially 500 v500 v500 faction versus faction versus faction. This game's got that. So I mean, it's definitely got that. The only thing that really sucks is it's new. It's riddled with bugs. I'm surprised we haven't crashed yet, but we haven't really been in a big encounter. Once you see a big encounter, you'll notice that the game will just outright crash. But, you know, these are things that come with being a new game. Oh, look, we ran into one of our Zergs. This is our homies. Big Zerg group. I don't know where they're going. So I kind of want to go over this area. So I'm really into the ganking, you know, solo ganking, running around. I don't like really having a team, recruiting. I mean, I like just killing enemy players. And I like being stealth, and I like getting away. And I like being a ninja. This game doesn't really have much incentive on doing that, besides in Cyrodiil. Now, in certain areas, you'll see on the map here that at the top of the screen, I'm about to go to Lindai. I believe this might be like a questing area, or just a... looks like some NPCs are here. So, you know, you would think that in between an enemy's base and your base, you might find some enemy players here in this questing area. You know, and get into some small fights. But this game gives you no real XP in PvP. So it basically, I was forced to level 1 through 50 PvE. I did not level at all PvP. It was all PvE. So if you're ready to grind, 1 through 50 is a PvE grind. And then you have veteran rank 1 through 10, which is max level. Veteran rank 1 through 10 is even more of a PvE grind. So, I mean, if you're into PvE, this game's strong. You know, this is definitely a strong PvE game at the moment. PvP-wise, not so much. I mean, I might be able to go in here, run in front of my base, and gank, like, what is it, 2-3 kills? But as you saw in each encounter, I had like 3 people around me, because I was near my base. So I'm going to go kind of change the tides, or turn the tables. So I'm going to go to the enemy's base, where they're, you know, more than likely porting out of. You know, their furthest base south. So I'm going to go sit out there and maybe, you know, gank some people as they run by, but you'll see I'm going to get into trouble running into, you know, fat groups of 3, 5, 10, 20, you know, etc. So, you know, besides a lot of my initial complaints, this game's okay. You know, I find myself still playing it. You know, once I get to max level, of course, max level, you know, veteran 10, I'm only veteran 1. So I just have whatever gear I got at VR1. I have not tried to edit it. So once I get to max level 10... Oh, this is a homie? Oh, see, this guy's veteran level 10. He's definitely max level. And he's a Templar. So Templars like the paladins of this game. They can heal, tank, damage. So everybody, you know, like I said, has like a sneak feature, which is what I'm doing. It says hidden. It's not just exclusive to Nightblades or Rogues or the Thief class, which is really stupid because the Thief, the Rogue, the Nightblade, whatever you want to call it, that's a control class. That's a squishy class with high burst and a lot of control as a melee. In this game, you know, we have good control. I mean, we have stuns, we have CCs, we have abilities to vanish, but everybody gets those. You know, so why not roll a stronger, more sustainable class like, you know, Dragon Knight with a lot of plate armor and life regen, because he's going to have stuns too. The way the combat in the talent system works, you can use stuns, charges, you know, whatever it is. You want to be a mage and wear plate armor. You know, you can do that. If I want to be a mage and be a Nightblade, I can do that. So it doesn't really give you any, you know, benefits for being a Nightblade, you know. There's no, like, things you would expect. by playing a rogue or a thief that you would have all this crazy burst or insane amount of control. But if you fight someone who knows what they're doing, they're gonna wreck you, you know, because they just have way more sustainability. So here's another Nightblade like me, and as you can see, I'm fighting 4 people. So oh shit, I'm gonna have my whole group. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Woo! So I got close to the enemy's base, looking for a small encounter, as you know, was a couple people. And my homie was getting ganked. I was trying to help him, and then just goodbye to the Zerg. So once again, as you can see, it's super Zerg game. Even though I'm on the dominant faction on this campaign, which is every single campaign is not balanced. They have dominant factions. So in one campaign, you know, blue's gonna join where they own the whole map. Red's gonna join where they own the whole map. You know, I clicked a home campaign. I didn't, you know, when I first started thinking, okay, this is where most people are, I'm going to join this one. It turns out it's just going to be an Aldomeri campaign. You know, it's owned mostly by the yellow. So everywhere you go, you're going to be in a game where it's dominated by one faction. Oh, someone's going to res me? Oh, heck yeah. So that's cool. I got resed. Was not expecting that. Myself. So what's going on over here? Looks like we got like 5 guys fighting that one dude. That one dude that caught us. Oh, here's a guy. I guess I gotta hang with the a group here. So I mean, you get kills, and then they send you these crappy green items. I mean, it's okay if you came to Cyrodiil and say, for example, I didn't have vet rank gear, everything. If this was like level 46 still or something. Actually, like my healing staff is level 47. And then, I mean, I guess that'd be okay if I got a healing staff. But it's just crappy green gear they give you to... Because the XP here sucks. I don't know. The green gears aren't... This, if I open it, I mean, it won't even be that significant. It'll just be whatever. They use the same gear colors as WoW. So green, you know, and then blue, purple, legendary. So what we're doing here, it looks like my faction is attacking the blue base. So this is more of the Zerg siege warfare that this game is all about. As you can see, you put up some trebuchets, some ballistas, catapults, and just start shooting their keep and try to get a hole in it. And then we're going to go in there and kill everybody in there. And I'm going to put up a forward camp. So what this is like a spawn point for my homies to get more Zergies, more Zerglings here. I mean, I'm not too big on the Zerg PvP, so you're going to see a lot of bias from me. Okay, looks like I can't use that here. You know, I'm definitely playing a rogue, a thief, Nightblade. I'm more involved and interested in stealth ganking and small-scale combat or competitive PvP on a you know, smaller scale, you know, more structured, instanced. You know, something I could log in and go do all day, you know, without waiting. I think I've gotten to 3 encounters just because, you know, I'm chasing the battle. If I wanted to go to the other side of the map and go quest or farm sky shards, you know, I'm going to be dead. I mean, not dead, but it's going to be dead. I'm not going to see shit. Any parts of this whole, you know, 70% of the map, I'm not going to see anything. I'm not going to see any encounters. So what I should actually do is put up one of siege. Show you guys what's up. that was weird. Alright, so I got a siege up. This game is really poorly made, so I have no clue how I'm supposed to aim. I don't even know if I'm hitting something, but I'm just going to aim towards that direction. Oh, my shit's on fire. So I think I'm aiming towards the top of the keep. I don't know. I can't really see through it. I think I want to aim towards over there. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to sit here, just click my mouse button, put my feet up. You know, there's no skill to this game at all. I don't know if you guys can tell. Oh shit. Now I'm getting attacked by somebody. Ooh. So someone tried to gank me, but I guess they weren't quick enough. They couldn't do enough damage. In my opinion, this game is not really entertaining PvP. It's just you know, when can I go PvE and start leveling again? I don't even like PvE. I'm definitely a PvP player, as you can tell by all my videos on all my channel. And this is just boring. Like, wow. This is the same, for the same reason I blacklist. What's the name of that WoW battleground? Strand of the Ancients. Yeah, Siege. It's stupid. You know, it's not skill based at all. This is not skill based. I could care less. Woohoo! You know, I launched my catapult a few times, and I don't even know if I did damage. I could barely even see. You know, this game's so poorly made. You know, it's like they didn't even think about it. So now we're going into the enemy's base, and after we take this, I guess we'll end the video here. Oh shit. Upstairs. Oh, well. So the first crash makes a lot of sense considering that it's our first big encounter. Well, you know, get used to doing this in this game's PvP. Oh, jeez. So that was our first crash. I mean, as soon as I walked into a keep with more than, you know, 50 people, 50 enemies, and 50 homies, the game crashed. And you're going to see that a lot. Pretty much every big encounter, it's going to crash. I mean, not to mention there's huge problems with running on Mac. And that's what I'm playing on, is on Mac. So I didn't even die. I mean, with my Zerg, so that's probably why. You know, woohoo! I'm having so much fun. You know, no, I'm not. This is not fun at all. You know, maybe if I run around and maybe find one guy trying to get away and get a good 1v1 fight, but it's just a Mongo. It's just Mongo each other down. You know, who can, you know, do their animation cancels faster, basically. Oh my god, what have I got myself into? So we got a max level 10. I think we should go for the Templar. These guys are max level, I'm probably just gonna die. That's another thing, there's no level brackets in this game. I can't really do anything to max levels, obviously. Since there are no level brackets here. Yeah, so I'm just fighting people veteran 10 and I'm veteran 1. Veteran 10. I think that I died to actually veteran 4. I mean, woohoo, that's what this game's all about. There are no brackets at level 10. You're facing max level in this huge Zerg fest. So, I mean, that's what I'm doing for my Nightblade. I'm going to end this video here. I mean, this is as much PvP as I'll do. And then until it's just like, okay, this is not fun. Bye. Or let me join a Zerg group. And I'll play all night with a Zerg group and probably never die, just crash a bunch of times. But, we'll go capture bases and whatever, It's not fun at all. You're with a fat Zerg. You're with 100 people sometimes. You're going to face roll everything. There's not going to be any moments where you're trying hard and your fingers hurt and you won and you feel like, dang, that was a rough battle. I came up on top. No, it's more like this is easy Mongo PvP. Unfortunately, the Elder Scrolls Online is a joke of a PvP game right now. There's 0 competitive PvP. There's 0 skill-based PvP. It's who's got the biggest Zerg, who's got the highest level, who's got the best gear. Bottom line. So thanks for watching today. If you guys have questions, comments, feel free to do it. I mean, all trolls or negative comments are just going to be ignored anyway. So anything you guys like to ask, comment, your opinion on PvP, as long as it's not just trolly, feel free to comment below. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.